Well, hey, I'm going to be showing you today how to use your iPad to create flip video lessons for your classes. Today you would already have had someone help you record on your iPad or recorded in selfie mode and taken any screenshots that you might need to put in your presentation in iMovie. So after you have that in your photos on your camera, you're going to go to iMovie, download it from the App Store if you need to, and then when iMovie comes up, you might need to set it up first, but mine's already set up, so I'm going to hit the plus button in Projects. And I'm going to use the movie. The trailer does a little bit different things. The movie gives you full access to everything. So as you see, it comes up with my moments. And right away I see my two most recent ones are the two videos. They have little video buttons there. I'm going to just click to select both of those. And then I'm going to go down to the bottom where it says Create Movie. I'm going to create my movie, and both of my clips come down here in the working space. You can slide back and forth by just using your finger. Up in the left corner is a preview, so as you see it changes as I scroll along. In the right corner is where I can insert more media, which is where we're going to get started, because I like to insert more media into mine to make my points clearer and to add visuals. You can also record right in iMovie. That's over here under the left part of the screen, under this preview button. There's a microphone for you to voice over if you don't want to have your audio, if you just want to videotape and then record your audio as you're watching it right now. You can also video record right in iMovie as well. And in the upper left corner up here is a done button. And so that's going to let you exit the program. It'll automatically save every time. And then when you need to, just come back in, go to My Projects, and go to Edit again, and it'll come right back. So right away, I'm going to go ahead
in your classroom, especially if you have multiple sections of the same.
This is just my introductory, so I can make sure that I want to know. And then I'm going to put my first visual in, which I just took a screenshot of my presentation. So I'm just clicking on it. I'm clicking those three dots because I want it to go over what I have right now. If I just hit the plus button, it'll go in
and follow step-by-step instructions.
And this one, it goes right in. See, I can't even see everything. So if I click this clip, the Ken Burns is enabled, which means that it's going to scroll around. And if I don't want that to happen, I can scroll to my words, actually. And then the end position, I'm going to put there too, so just moving slightly. And then if I don't want it to move at all, I can unclick the Ken Burns. So that's how that works with a photo. And then I don't think it's necessary for my viewers right now to see a whole clip of just that text. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to delete that clip, and it's still up here in my moments, and so I can still put that in. So this time, instead of hitting the plus button, I'm going to hit the three dots, and I'm going to go to split screen, and this is going to put it in right there.
Students remember and demoing something that they need to do and follow step-by-step instructions. So I've used flip videos for a lot of reasons in the past.
This got rid of my transition, so I'm actually just going to go and move this slightly over, and so I could still have my transition. If I want my split screen for longer, I'm going to click on my text up here, my picture rather, and then I'm just going to drag that yellow handlebar until
they are all into YouTuber.
I'm done talking about that. So at that moment I was talking about YouTuber, so I actually want to add in my second one. So I'll click on my YouTube screenshot that I did of my YouTube channel, and that's how I find the most easy way to share my content with my students is by using YouTube. I'm going to go to this time Cutaway. I'll show you what Cutaway does. So this was split screen. And then,
number one, I find that it's engaging to students. They are all into YouTubers, and when you can upload your own lesson content,
completely replaces your screen with your picture. And then again, I'm going to drag the handlebar just a little bit further.
Watch the video together without interrupting, which can be helpful.
So if I click up here, I can preview again if I forget what this one says. So right now I'm talking about my first bullet point. So I'm going to go ahead and click it once, those three dots again, and this time I'll show you what picture-in-picture does. And this goes right in front. So if I click again, So that's yellow. That means I can edit it. So I'm going to go up here to my preview in my left-hand corner, and I'm going to click this little mover button, and then I'm going to drag it where I want it, and I can pinch it out to resize. And
I can also deliver content directly to students' iPads.
Okay, so then that actually wasn't quite in the right spot, so I'm just going to drag it over. And then over here I was talking about Seesaw. You can deliver directly to people, so I could put my Seesaw one in, but I think what instead I'm going to do is I forgot to mention to you all junior high student teachers that use PowerSchool. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use some of these buttons down here on the bottom to edit this first clip, and to do that I want to add a title. Now if I click title, it's going to go over this entire clip. It's going to like say also PowerSchool Learning and not just Seesaw. But I don't want it over the whole clip, so what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use the cut button. And I'm going to split. So now I have, it just split it right into two, just like you would cut something in half. And then I'm going to add my title, which is the T, to this and say, with a pop-up, I like the pop-up. And I'm going to clip up here to edit it, get rid of the sample text, and then I'm going to write Seesaw or PowerSchool or Shobi or anything else that you're using to deliver content. I don't like it over my whole face, so I'm going to put it in the lower corner by going on the bottom down here, center or lower. And then while we're down here, I'll also talk about some of the other things. So you can increase the speed. So I've used that before when I'm demoing something for students, and it's taking me a little while and I need to speed it up. So you can click speed, you can make it go faster or slower by just dragging that. And then you can also adjust the volume. So if you have certain clips that you videotape at different times, so as this is in two different parts of my classroom, I could increase the volume of one of the clips if it wasn't quite loud enough for everyone to hear. And then from there, you could preview the whole thing, and you can make sure that it looks how you want it to by just scrolling over different parts, or you can hit the play button, and then when you're done, you're going to go back to that done button. You can change the title just by clicking on the iMovie. That's the sample title that comes up. So how or why to use flipped videos. And then I'm going to, it's a long title, shares in the bottom middle. So I can share it right to YouTube. I could export it. I could save it to my file, so I could just directly AirPlay it or connect it to my board, save it to my drive for later. But usually I just use YouTube because then I can copy and paste links, and I can just pull it right up from my computer with ease. And YouTube sends me an email whenever it's done editing and it's ready to view, which is usually only like 10 minutes. Never takes very long. So happy video editing, and I hope you'll try flipped videos in your classroom soon.